Hello Aquarius, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. Today I am going to be doing your couples reading. This is for the third week of March. And also I pulled a dream decoder card for you. And this one is about aliens and spacecrafts. I think this fits you so perfect. It's called Robots/Aliens. And I've already read it, and I'm going to read where it makes more sense for us. Perhaps your mind is visionary in character. Your imagination can take you beyond the limits of the ordinary. The downside of this abundant creativity is that you may have problems fitting in with worldly expectations. There may be some lack of connection between yourself and others. You may feel different in some way and struggle to conform to the requirements of a role. This kind of dream is urging you to celebrate your uniqueness. It may also suggest that there are aspects of yourself you have yet to discover. Dreams about robots may have a similar meaning but expressed as a warning. You may be losing your individuality in your attempts to conform. Alternatively, you may need to be more logical and less emotional in your daily life. I don't know. This is the first time I ever got this card. So anyway, I thought that was from the Dream Decoders. I always like to try to start out a reading with a little bit of interesting information. I don't know if I could say facts, but it could be. I mean, Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius. I know that sometimes we don't feel like we fit in because we're so unique and different. Sometimes we don't feel like we belong here. Anyway, that's just me being silly. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have. What is the most important thing for Aquarius couples? And is there love? The Strength card. This is a Leo card. This talks not only about strength, but it also talks about the strength of physical, mental, spiritual, as well as courage. And it also talks about when you have this kind of strength, it's not like one of those, I got this. No, it's more of a graceful, peace-loving kind of energy with strength. It's a beautiful card. There may be something that you may have outgrown, and it may be ready to move on. Maybe it's time. If it's got something to do with money, it might have something to do with some kind of career, some kind of work, or some kind of investment. But whatever it is, it's already been harvested, and there's no more growth. So it's time to move on. And you've already made a decision about something. You may have been juggling between two different careers or two different types of work, and you've been juggling. You know, which one do I do? Which one? And it looks to me like you have finally made that decision, because you have to drop one in order to do the other. Interesting. It was probably an emotional decision that you had to make also. And this might not be love or work. We'll just have to keep going and see what we come up with. So over here is your person or situation, and let's see what's going on here. There is some equality here. Equality as far as pentacles, but also the way I read this, there's equality in every aspect of a connection. It's equal. One gives, the other takes. The other gives, the other takes. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways. This also talks about humanitarian as well as spiritual help for those that are less fortunate. And this could have a lot to play with in the world that we're in today. If it's humanitarian, I can see this as somebody that's going out and helping people as they can with what they have. Remember, this could be all about you. It just depends. Really? The 8 of Cups. This is walking away from something that's emotionally unfulfilling. And it could be your person is not feeling like you're giving. And maybe they feel like they're giving more than you are. It might have something to do with money, because we've got 3 pentacles on the board. But this talks about the emotion, the lack of emotional excitement, the lack of emotional contentment. But it also talks about moving on here as well as this. So is this mirroring each other? Oh no, a Tower moment. Somebody might be walking away from you. This is probably your person or something or somebody around you. It could be something to do with the emotions, because maybe it's just too stressful. Maybe they, I don't know, let's keep going. Oh, and to me, this feels like it's a blessing for both people. It's almost like saying this was meant to happen. And because with the Tower moment here, this is telling me that this is somebody's decision, and it's going to be a Tower moment for them to walk away. But it also at the same time is a blessing for both of you, because you've almost made that same decision too. Yeah. You needed the courage to be able to walk away from something where there's no more growth, and you finally have made that decision. Oh, I think it's beautiful. It's so short and sweet and to the point, isn't it? Because this always talks about the happiest card in the deck. This also talks about new growth, new beginnings, blessings. If there's a question that needs to be answered, the answer is yes. It talks about inner child play and illumination, sun, warmth, all of that good stuff. That's very interesting and beautiful. It could have been somebody that you were dealing with, could have been, if this is a Cancer person, that would explain this Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse, though, is really for both people, because both, remember, these are for both sides, this side and that side. It could be that you're dealing with somebody that was out of balance, and you may have been out of balance with them, and maybe that's why they're walking away. Maybe they felt like, I almost want to say that this person didn't feel like you were giving to them what they were giving to you. It was more of a you taking and them giving. That's how they see it, which makes the whole situation out of balance. And when I say out of balance, isn't just about in any aspect of your life. Maybe one person feels like they're not good enough for you, or you're not good enough for them, or something like that. The Chariot in reverse also talks about not only being out of balance, but it also talks if there's any traveling that's going on. You need to be careful, because sometimes this card can indicate running off the side of the road, and you know, I'm not going to say a wreck or anything like that, but you might have to slam on the brakes and, you know, curve to miss something or somebody, whatever that might be for you, or you know, for either one of you. Make sure that you're aware of that. This Tower moment is going to be a Tower moment that your person brings on themselves. You're not the cause of it. Or, you're not going to be part of it, put it that way. It's almost like you're protected, because this person doesn't have, except for the, Well, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 major arcana cards out of what? 6, 7, 8? Half of them are major arcanas. So to me, this is telling me that this person is going to create their own tower moment by walking away from you. They know it's going to hurt. They know it's going to be difficult, and they'll get over it eventually. And you've already made the decision to move on, so you're good to go. You've got the divine that's backing you up with that strength that you will need in order to continue this, whatever is going to happen. I think you're not growing. You're not growing with this energy or this person. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. This is your energy, Aquarius. This is the King of Swords. This is somebody that is, the King of Swords is ruled by Capricorn and Aquarius. So this is somebody that's very ambitious, somebody that's intuitive. They don't really have a good sense of humor. It's really dry humor. And this is somebody that makes a decision that makes a difference. And when I say that, it can be for the right reason. They like to make decisions that are for the better of all involved. It's really a beautiful energy. And on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords is telling me there could be some hidden truths here about things, or it could just mean that there's going to be an ending of a situation, which is meant to be. It's like this is like the final straw, the final cut. Okay. We're going to clarify and see what we come up with. It sounds pretty cut and dry, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to get a couple of cards just to confirm. Okay. You may have felt like somebody was it feels like with this in reverse, it feels like you felt like somebody was taking advantage of you. Did they take your money? Is that what it's about? But whatever it is, you feel like your person was taking advantage of you. And I bet that's why you've chosen to take this path. It didn't seem fair. Yeah. There's a break in a love connection. It could have been a soulmate connection of some sort. But this is a divinely connected couple, but no more. And that's how they feel. And just like this is how you feel, and this is how they feel. This is why this is happening. Let's clarify the Chariot. There you are again. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but somebody here also is, God, let's see, let me think. This is, to me, this is the energy that is like a confirmation that this needed to end. Because the energy of the King of Swords, remember, is somebody that's very ambitious and intuitive. They may have known that this was coming. And that's probably why they already had the strength with them in order to make this change. And I think your person has the same strength. It's almost like for them, it's the same. They're intuitive and they knew and they saw it coming. And then these two here. Yeah, it's time to cut this and go forward. This is the ending of something that's not permanent. I don't think it ever was supposed to be. Or at least, that's what I see on your side, but emotionally discontent. And then the Sun card. Ah, there's the walking away again. But this time it's in reverse. And again, when I see this in reverse, to me it tells me there's an alternative path to take besides looking for cup number 9 to make everything happy, because you already have the happy. To me, this is like saying that there's somebody here, and I believe it could be you. This alternative path could be a spiritual path, and you may already be on it. You may very well be already on it. Sorry about that. So let's clarify the King of Swords. And they may be running to you to tell you the truth. And that would be great if this gets ended instead of it just being in limbo. Somebody, I think your person is going to rush in and tell you, you know, I'm sorry, but this just isn't working. Let's end it now. You know, it's some kind of communications. It's going to be fast and furious, and then they're gone. Because this energy does not stick around. Awesome. I mean, sad, but awesome. The King of Swords. You may have manifested this whole situation. Like I said right from the beginning, with you having the divine coverance of strength, to me that tells me that you were aware, because they both have the infinity signs above their head, which tells me it's a link to the divine. As above, so below, with the wand. I think it's interesting. It's beautiful. And then let's clarify this Ace of Swords in reverse. Another Knight. This is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody that comes in with a good message, something that you can trust, something that's being honestly spoken. And I have a feeling it relates to these two, and that they're wanting to cut this relationship out. It's sad, but it's also good. Okay, now let's pull, I want to pull a soul's journey. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This could be a friendship that's ending. Maybe it never, and you know, sometimes this just means a partnership. This could be a Gemini. This is Pluto. Leo. You got 2 Leo cards. And I think this is Virgo or Gemini. Virgo or Gemini. And then Cancer. I think it's a beautiful card. I think it's a beautiful reading. Let's get one more for energy. The Healer of the Ages. I think that's you, Aquarius, because you are the star. And the star is all about healing and support. You may be losing a really close friend. Alright, that's what I have for you. I sure hope this helps, and I will see you next time. Until then, namaste. Thanks for subscribing, and if you haven't already, please do. Thank you.